to Fox News Saturday Night. There was a big controversy this week surrounding the reality show The Biggest Loser. Unfortunately, we have nothing to add because when you Google The Biggest Loser, every story is about Gavin Newsom. That being said, the criticism of his lame Trump impersonation is spreading like wildfire. And joining me now to dump more fuel on it, Philadelphia radio sensation Richie Oli in the house. How are you handling this so far? Newsom went after our gal Dana Perino.
This
is a big no-no.
This Governor douche nozzle went after Dana Perino, America's sweetheart, and I'm not having it, all right?
Yes. Now,
listen.
Now,
we're going to make a movie about how all the Playboy models left California and In-N-Out Burger left California. We're going to shoot the movie in Georgia, starring all the actors who live in Florida. Because nobody's left in California. And we're going to call it Governor Douche Nozzle. And I think it's going to be a big hit. But it won't be made in California because they don't make movies there anymore because nobody makes anything in California except a bad Trump impression.
Oh, man. That is true. You don't want to get into the angry Trump impression game. The last guy to do that was Alec Baldwin. He ended up killing somebody.
Well, Jimmy, to be fair, Gavin Newsom is killing his political career.
It's
so
bad.
There's that.
Yeah. Katie, do you look at Gavin Newsom? It's so transparent to me that he thinks this is his ticket to fail upward.
He's like, look, I have to launch a podcast because everybody wants to hear from me and look at my hair. And then he's trying to gain traction, so he invites Jasmine Crockett on to talk about very serious issues about the future of the country. So, yes, he's clearly having a midlife crisis, and his wife is nowhere to be found, which means he's probably making a lot of really bad decisions.
Not good, Katie, not good.
Can we talk about the carbon footprint of his hair? Because there's a lot of oil in that hair. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
For a guy worried about the environment, you're right about that. Shalou, Newsom 2028. Do you consider him the biggest loser in politics? You impersonate him on Gutfeld a lot.
Yeah, and he could be, but we've had so many great losers of late. You know, we had Kamala, of course. I mean, she was such a loser. She stabbed Joe Biden in the back so she could lose instead of him.
Yeah.
You know? But I think the all-time greatest loser, it still has to be 2016 Hillary Clinton at that crybaby party at Madison Square Garden. With the balloons.
Do you know why the Hillary loss is the best loss, Katrina?
Why?
Because not only did she set up a fireworks barge in the Hudson, but she bought a hotel room across the street from Trump Plaza, spied on his campaign, and still lost. Like, that is the biggest loser thing you've ever seen in your life. But do you want to nominate someone else, or do you think
Well, honestly, politics right now, I mean, having done the first season of The Apprentice, like, reality television always comes to mind, and I feel like watching politics now is better than any reality show. But the funniest thing for me is, like, this whole tiny hands thing cracks me up. Like, these guys all saying one has tiny hands, the other one has tiny hands, and then Trump saying, I don't have a problem, I don't have tiny hands. Like, remember this was Rubio?
Yeah, of course.
Now Gavin is jumping on the tiny hands thing. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like a bunch of fraternity guys just talking about each other's hands. It's kind of weird.
Wow. So she's,
I'm kicking Gavin Newsom out of my fraternity, okay? I'm just telling you right now. But I would haze him. I would haze out of that guy. I would pull wedgies on him, right? Wouldn't you love to just, he went after Dana Perino. I'm sorry, we are not letting this go, America, okay? We are not letting this go. You know how insecure this man has to be deep down inside, Jimmy, the self-hatred he has?
Yep.
I mean, this is a man who everybody has left the state. He's left there by himself doing a bad Trump cover band.
Yep, he is.
Also, why is he talking about Trump? Like, Trump is leaving office. He's not running again.
Yeah. But that's the hook.
I guess, but it's stupid.
But he knows the people left in his state hate Trump. So he's trying to do the AOC. You become nationally famous, but locally you suck.
Yeah.
Like think about it. I'm a New Yorker. AOC killed 25,000 Amazon jobs and replaced them with migrant hookers, okay? So we went from union jobs to hand jobs in AOC's district. But everyone in the country is like, oh, she's a force, but she's not.
No.
But do you not say Kamala, because he made a good point about Kamala.
Yeah, no.
Kamala is going on a speaking tour. Did you see that about her book tour?
She's coming to Philly.
Are you showing up?
It'll be me and 6 other people showing up in Philly, and they're all coming for the free fentanyl. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right? It's going to be good.
Well,
who the hell is going to go to
nobody.
her book? You
What?
have to listen. The best is the audio version because the first half she's drunk and the second half she's high.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a really fun audio book.
Well, it's better than the Biden book that was written in auto pen.
Well done, sir.
At the White House this week, President Trump wasn't the first to greet world leaders arriving for the historic meeting with Ukraine's Zelensky. It was his chief of protocol, Ambassador Monica Crowley. Flanked by American flags, Crowley welcomed European presidents and prime ministers alike, making sure every moment and every symbol carried the full weight of U.S. diplomacy. It's the same steady hand that helped orchestrate President Trump's Alaska summit with Vladimir Putin just days earlier. As the nation's top protocol officer, Crowley is charged with ensuring America's power and discipline are projected clearly on the world stage. From White House arrivals to global summits and soon for America's 250th anniversary and beyond. So what does it take to pull off these high-stakes affairs? We thought we'd find out. Ambassador Monica Crowley joins me now. Ambassador Crowley, we're so excited to get you on My View. And I think we all want to know, what does it take? Talk about the planning that goes into something, especially something so last minute, like what we saw happen on Monday. There's etiquette, there's protocol. Tell us how you put it all together so seamlessly and so last minute.
Well, it's great to be with you, Laura. Thank you so much. And my deepest gratitude to President Trump for nominating me for this position. It's the greatest honor of my life to be able to represent our greatest president and the United States of America to the rest of the world. And really, that's what this position involves. I am blessed with an exceptional team, and we all work together to make sure that the trains run on time for these diplomatic engagements. The Office of the Chief of Protocol, Laura, is all about creating the best possible environment for the most robust, effective diplomacy for the President, the Vice President, and the Secretary of State. So in this case for Monday, and 3 days prior to that for the Alaska summit between President Trump and President Putin, we literally had 72 hours between Putin and Zelensky, Laura. And as you know, President Trump is superhuman in terms of his strength and his energy. So we were coming back on Air Force One, and at about 2 a.m. From Alaska back to Washington, at about 2 a.m., we learned that the president had